Daily Download.
Protests against injustice a world apart, the Download's picks for newest extreme sports, and the filthiest song you'll never hear on the radio. But maybe you will hear. Just have to wait and see. Glad you're with us again. Lots on the Download plate today, so enough with the chit-chat. We start today in northern Japan with something you just never, ever want to see at your nuclear plant. Even in The Simpsons. Fire Thursday at the Kashiwazaki nuclear generator. Not just a nuclear plant, the world's largest. The fire centered in a building adjacent to the plant's #1 reactor. No radiation leaks reported, thank goodness. The plant has been in shutdown mode since an earthquake in July sparked another fire. Not that that makes us feel much better. Monks on the march again in Burma. These the scenes in Rangoon this week. Buddhist monks across Burma staging several days of protests. Large turnouts and reports of others joining in, filtering out of the largely closed nation as well. The monks reportedly not arrested or roughed up by the police, unlike earlier civil protests last month. And speaking of protests, tens of thousands from across the United States making their way to the Deep South and the tiny town of Jena, Louisiana, Thursday. The town, now a rallying cry for those battling racial injustice. Jena, the site last September of an ugly series of racial confrontations between black and white high school students. Many African Americans more than upset that so far only the black students charged with crimes. Protesters saying they hope the rally will bring pressure on the community to revisit those prosecutions. Well, if I'm a little bit hoarse today, that's because I spent last night at the ballpark watching the Mets whoop the Nationals. And okay, booing a little bit. Well, still, we prefer sports that we can cheer rather than boo. And so we're off to the Chilean Andes Mountains with the slowest bike race ever. Geez, can't a guy get a toe lift? And by guy, we mean this fella here, Markus Stockel of Austria. Stockel, the new world record holder in this, snow mountain speed biking. I don't have any brakes! 40 seconds to plunge the 2,000-meter, 45-degree incline here. And whatever the deal is with the whole Darth Vader thing here, it's obviously working. Stockel hitting 210 kilometers an hour, breaking the previous record. And at last report, he was seen heading into Paraguay. I made that last part up. Well, if mountain speed bike just a little too fast for your tastes, have we got a sport for you? Lithuania playing host to this year's World Plowing Championships. 58 competitors from 29 nations, and every one of them getting plowed. Oh, sorry. Well, some of the entrants obviously on steroids, but no matter. Simon Whitty declared this year's best plowman, and then, as seems to be the custom, promptly dropped on his head. Much to the delight of all. Hooray, plowing! Well, you know what gives us delight, at least a little bit? We love reading your emails, so make my day and write one to us now. The address, daily download at voanews.com. We here at the Download like to think ourselves fairly open-minded, especially when it comes to young talent just developing. Well, so naturally, we were pretty excited when we found this floating around the nets. Pretty popular, too, and it's fresh from Edinburgh's Fringe Festival.
That great it starts with an earthquake, birds, snakes, and airplanes. Lenny Bruce is not afraid. It is every cuss word we know. It is every cuss word we know. It is your...
All right. We are so disappointed. Well, not so much that, we didn't put him on, however. Well, that's your bleepin' Download for today. We'll see you again tomorrow.